guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kate, and today we are going to be going over our September TBR list. So this month, my TBR list is going to be a little bit shorter than the amount of books that I would normally like to read. This month, I only have 2 books on my list. That's because I do work full-time. I am a full-time student. But at the end of this month, I will be finishing 2 of my classes up, so that will free me a lot more time going into October for some nice spooky reads. So my first book on my TBR list this month is going to be For the Wolf by Hannah Wynne. I love fairy tale retellings. The last one I read was A Curse So Dark and Lonely, which is obviously a Beauty and the Beast retelling. This one is clearly retelling of Little Red Riding Hood, which I'm super excited to get into. This has been sitting on my shelf for such a long time, and it's just been waiting its turn for me to finally read it. So let's just get into For the Wolf. As the only second daughter born in centuries, Red has one purpose: to be sacrificed to the wolf in a winter wood in hope that he'll return the world's captured god. Red is almost relieved to go. Plagued by a dangerous power that can't control, she knows, at least in the wilder wood, she can't hurt those she loves again. But the legends lie. The wolf is a man, not a monster. Her magic is a calling, not a curse. And if she doesn't learn how to use it, the monsters the gods have become will swallow the wilder wood in her world whole. Hannah Wynne's richly imagined debut is a sweeping tale of love, legends, and the secrets that hide beyond the trees. So like I said, I'm super excited to get into this one. I'm hoping to have this one finished by September 15th. That I can spend the rest of the month on the second book that is on my TBR list, which is When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. So I'm super excited to get into this book. And the reason why I'm only reading also 2 this month is because this is a pretty thick book. It's got, well, I don't know, what, 700 pages? About 700 pages. And I'm pretty intimidated to get started with the book. It does have a glossary, which I think is awesome. I think that all fantasy books should come with a glossary. There's terms that you should know. There's an explanation of creatures. There's pronunciation, which I love. I wish that other books had that, because sometimes in fantasy there's a lot of stuff that is just really hard to pronounce for some people. This book is about dragons. I love dragons. Anything that has to do with dragons. Fourth Wing was my favorite book that I've read this year. I can't wait to get into Iron Flame. Iron Flame is one of the books that I would really like to finish by the end of this year as well. Getting into When the Moon Hatched. As an assassin for the rebellion group for see, this is why it's good to have some pronunciation. Fier d'Off. I hope that's right. As an assassin for the rebellion group, Fier d'Off, Ravi's job is to complete orders and never get caught. When a rival bounty hunter turns his world upside down, blood spills, hearts break, and Ravi finds herself imprisoned by the Guild of Nobles, a group of powerful fae who turn her into a political statement. Crushed by the loss of his great love, Cayon Vegor took the head of a king and donned his melted crown. Now, on a tireless quest to quell the never-ebbing ache of his chest, Clue lures him into the capital's high-security prison, where he stumbles upon the imprisoned Ravi. Echoes of the past race between them. There's more to their story than meets the eye, but some truths are too poisonous to swallow. Yes? What? You come sit? You wanna come sit? You wanna come sit? You wanna come sit? He doesn't wanna come sit with me. The best-selling sensation, When the Moon Hatched, is a fast-paced romance featuring an immersive, vibrant world with mysterious creatures, a unique magic system, and a love that blazes through the ages. So I have heard a lot about the in-depth world building in this, a lot of characters, and I'm super excited to really get into it, and that's why I am going to be taking my time with this book. I really don't want to rush through it in just 1 week. I'll be reading it over the course of 2. I can really dive into all of the good world building, all of the information, and really soak in the writing. It looks like it has all kinds of different pages. I also just love books that have these kind of drawings in it. I love, and that's just one of my favorite things when I find books like that. So these are the 2 books that I'll be reading this month. If you would like, you can join for free my Fourth Wall membership, where I will be posting some daily updates about the book, some of my favorite moments, some deeper discussion that we can get into every day, as well as a reading vlog that I will post at least once a week. about what it is that I'm doing, just some stuff, how the week's gone, and how I am feeling about the book so far. And also on my fourth wall, I will post reading schedule for the 2 books in case that you want to read them along with me, or maybe you've already read them and you want to discuss the books further. You can see where I am with that. That link will be down below from my fourth wall. Feel free to join. It's absolutely free. What? What? You got pillows. It's a pillow mountain. Yeah, pillow mountain. There are some books that I do want to talk about that I'm super excited to be reading next month in October. One of those books is going to be Masters of Death by Olivia Blake. Olivia Blake is also the author of the Atlas 6, which I have not read, but it is on my list. But this book has had really great reviews. This book is beautiful, by the way. I love this edition with the green, and it's got purple sprayed pages. It looks just beautiful. I love it. It's probably one of my favorite covers of a book that I have right now. Another book I'm super excited to read is The Stars Are Dying. This book does not release until October 8th, so it is on my pre-order list. I'm super excited for it. I'm trying to pull up a synopsis. So The Stars Are Dying is, which I'm not going to go into depth to the synopsis right now because it is going to be in one of my later videos, but it is the Serpent in the Wings of Night meets Shadow and Bone in a seductive star-crossed dark romantic fantasy loosely inspired by the Greek myths of Astria. So that's definitely on my list for purchase. Like I said, it's available for pre-order right now for a special edition, which that looks beautiful. I'm super excited for it. And I've already mentioned that one of my books that I would like to put on my TBR list by the end of the year is Iron Flame, which is the second to fourth wing. It has been sitting on my shelf. I'm almost like worried to start it because I don't know that I'm gonna love it as much as I love fourth wing, and I just kind of I'm all kind of worried that it's going to be ruined for me in case it's not and it doesn't live up to my expectations. So I've been kind of like setting it aside. I would like to reread One Dark Window and read the second one, which is Two Twisted Crowns. One Dark Window is one of my all-time favorite books that I've read so far. I am actually quite upset because I lent it to a friend and I never got it back. So I am hoping to get the special editions of these 2 books because I know I love the first one. I'm super excited to read the second. And then some of the other books that are going to be included in my TBR for later this year are going to be the Hurricane Wars, which I think that the second book is coming out pretty soon, or already it's been recently released. So I'm super excited to start that series as well. So yeah, those are a couple of the books that I will be getting really excited to read here, hopefully by the end of this year. Over the next coming months, they'll be on my list. I'm super excited to read the books that I have now on my list, which is For the Wolf and When the Moon Hatched. And like I said, if you want to be more engaged in the conversation between these 2 books, just share like some recommendations or just talk about books in general, then definitely follow that link down to my fourth wall account. Like I said, the memberships are absolutely free. And then I will be posting updates as far as reading and books and all that good stuff there. And hit that subscribe button so that you can see some other bookish content as well as my weekly reading vlog, which I will be posting. So let me know down in the comments. Let me know what you're reading this month, what's on your TBR, and what spooky reads you're most excited for October. Like I said, I'm most excited for Masters of Death. I have been looking at this book. It's been sitting on my table. I love the cover. I think that it's just a beautiful book to look at. So I'm really excited to start that next month. And yeah, thanks for watching.